Hey there, it's Terry from the Quarter Acre. How are you doing today? I am doing great. I am so happy to be back sitting in my yellow chair with you. It has been a crazy many months. So I started the YouTube channel and sharing some of our homeschool journey here at the Quarter Acre Academy, and oh my goodness, it just things snowballed quickly. So we went on our awesome Great Can not Great Canyon. We went on our awesome Grand Canyon vacation because we were studying geology using the Good and the Beautiful geology unit, and I filmed while I was there a little bit on vacation and was ready to, come back. And right before we left, my dad actually fell and broke his hip. And so as soon as we got back from our vacation, I became like his caretaker, and he was just not improving. And turns out he had a parathyroid tumor that was like a huger underlying issue. Like, it was good that he broke his hip. Not that it's ever good that you break your hip, but like, it let us know that this was happening because there was no way of knowing. It wasn't like bulging out or anything, and it could have taken his life if it had gone untreated. So it was one of those bittersweet things that he broke his hip, and we found that. So then we took the next many months to just kind of take care of him and get him back on track. He is amazing. He's getting close to 80, and he's already back on his bicycle. He broke his hip back in October and had his parathyroid tumor taken out in November, and he's already riding around on his bike and doing his thing. So he is amazing. But during those months that I was helping him with the rehabilitation, walking again and things like that, and then after his parathyroid surgery, homeschool looked crazy for us. I mean, we were going to his house every day, me and the kids, and he had the TV on all day, every day, and of course, he's a little hard of hearing, so it was like super loud, and so the kids are like, we cannot focus. And I'm like, it's okay, I understand. Mommy can't focus on like doing the dishes, much less, what you're doing. So school kind of like was the bare minimum. And so then we took December and January to kind of catch up and refocus, and we're back where we need to be, which is amazing. Like, I love homeschool so much that we can sit down and be like, you know what, we're just gonna have a science day. We're gonna do 4 science lessons today, and we're just gonna devote it to that. Or like this week, we're in the midst of a production. So one of my kiddos dances ballet, and she's been cast in their spring production, and it's a pretty rigorous schedule. And my husband's going to be operating the spotlights, the follow spots for the dancers. I'm the president of our local dance foundation, so I'm doing a lot of front of house and helping build sets and things like that. And then my oldest is actually working backstage. He's operating the curtains in the theater and moving props during intermission and set pieces and things like that. And so, I mean, we've had to build like chandeliers and full like window walls that they can come through, and like we've got special effects with smoke machines and cauldrons and everything. It's really a neat experience. And so like this week, we're just doing math and English at home for homeschool, and then we are doing theater and performing arts since we're at the theater about 4 hours a day for the rest of the week. So it's really amazing, homeschool. We are at a weird season where in our state, each school district for high school is allowed to decide whether or not they will accept non-accredited homeschool courses if a kid wants to transfer in, say, their sophomore year of high school. So it's really important that as we look at my son becoming a freshman in the fall, that we decide, like, are we all in? We're going to homeschool all the way through PSA like we currently are, which is a private homeschool affidavit where we are totally free to pick our curriculum as long as we're hitting the guidelines that the state sets for what subjects he needs to study. Or are we interested in him taking some classes at the high school? Are we interested in him taking some classes at the junior college? Are we interested in maybe having him do a year of high school in public school? Are we interested in maybe looking into a charter that might have a partnership with a school that he would like to get some additional like ROTC or CTE training at. So right now I am dealing with that. I've met with the superintendent of his high school district. I've met with a homeschool consultant. I've researched and Googled and researched and Googled and researched and Googled some more, and we are still in the decision-making process, but I'm going to go ahead and share for all of my California homeschoolers. I will share like what we decide on, but we're still in that process. What else has been going on? It has just been a busy, crazy year. I am on a lot of boards and foundations and clubs. Back in November, while everything was going on with my dad, I ran our crab feed, chaired it with another gal for Rotary. I'm a Rotarian. And we've just been go, go, go. We had Nutcracker in December on top of Dad still recovering, and things are picking up speed. I'm also a 4-H leader, so I'm a swine leader and a poultry leader for my kids' club and the Cloverbud leader. So I lead all the 5 to 8-year-olds and all the poultry, which is like the chickens, ducks, turkeys, but we only have chickens in our club. And my son is the teen leader for that. My daughter's in Cloverbud. She'll be showing a chicken for the first time at our local fair. And then my son is raising a pig for our local fair, and I'm the swine leader for that as well. So that's the pig leader. And that's getting closer and closer. And so life has been so crazy and so hectic that I have not had a chance to film anything. And we've done so many amazing things. Like, we went to the Grand Canyon in October. I still haven't uploaded that for you, and I am so sorry because there are some amazing things that you can do with just, we spent one day at the Grand Canyon, but we stopped at so many places along the way. So I want to show you all of that. That's coming up in a video. I have already selected the curriculum for my daughter for next year because she's in elementary school. In California, elementary school is super amazing when you have a PSA, because if I decided tomorrow that she was going to go back to public school, they would just enroll her based on her age. She's behind the camera right now going, no, I'm not going to, sweetheart. You're staying home with mom. Which is amazing because she loved public school. She did kindergarten, well, at least the first 3 quarters of kindergarten. Loved her teacher. I loved her teacher. Amazing. Before we became homeschoolers. But she's supposed to be in the 2nd grade. We're in the spring of 2nd grade. But she's getting ready to start 4th grade work. So for me, for my husband and I, it was a no-brainer that she would stay home again next year and do homeschool, because due to the panoramic, as one of my favorite YouTubers calls it, we don't say the other word, due to the panoramic, so many of the kids at her grade level are dramatically behind. They're seeing a lot of 2nd graders still at, middle to end of the year kindergarten reading levels. And here she is going into early 4th grade reading level and math and whatnot. So putting her back into public school next year is just not going to be an option for us. It's not going to be conducive to her growing. Yeah, so she's definitely going to be staying home with me again next year. Like I said, for my son, we are working on trying to figure out what we want to do for next year, something hybrid. My gut tells me that he needs to be homeschooled, but also that like ROTC, like welding classes, ag classes, things like that would be super beneficial for him, because that's kind of the career path that he is interested in. So ag science and things like that might be something that we look into, because our high school here locally has an amazing new ag department. They just built it, and it is phenomenal, the classes that they offer. So I'm hoping we can do that, or maybe pair with a junior college to get some of that technical training, and maybe even graduate him with a certificate or an AA, because that is an option when you homeschool. So like I said, look for that video. Oh my gosh, my video storage was full. I had to go back and delete old videos. But yeah, I'm going to shoot for once a week and post a video about our homeschool journey there. If you have any topics you would like to see, let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm so glad to be back sitting here with you. I have missed you.